Hey guys, Om Janikram here from Exclusive Closer. And if you are watching this quick training video right now, that means you have booked a call with us to attend our one-to-one strategy call. And you've done this after watching a 20-minute video, which I had shared earlier about the proven system on how you can get from 20 to 30 lakhs all the way up to 1 crore per month. If you have not watched this video, or if you've skipped through it, or if you've kind of booked a call in between, I highly recommend you go back and watch that video. There should be a link on this page to that video, or you should have a link in your email. All right, in case you have not got that video, please send an email to support@exclusivecloser.com and we'll be sure to send that out to you. All right, so who is this training for? This is for established coaches and e-learning companies who already have a 3-level proven acquisition funnel. You're looking for train setters and closers, and you're ready to invest in scaling your sales systems and processes. And if you are facing these challenges, which is you don't have a system in place to recruit top professionals, your salespeople don't know how to dig deep to get the pains and the desires, you're unable to maximize on ad spends due to not having qualified sales reps, and perhaps you're stressed about, one or two of your top performers leaving at any point of time. And in most cases, you don't have the time, knowledge, or experience to lead a sales team to victory. If you agree to 3 or more of these challenges, then you are definitely in the right place, because these blind spots are costing you customers who could have bought from you, but your salespeople did not engage effectively. You're losing out on market share because you're accepting excuses and they're going and buying from your competitors. You're losing out on revenue because every day these are costing you money. And if you're not maximizing on them, then you're leaving a lot of money on the table. And of course, time, which is something that you can't really get back. So if you are going through these problems right now, you must be angry, frustrated, cynical, jaded, and probably lost all hope. Well, I'm here to lend you a helping hand, right? Because I'm going to show you the exact steps that we do here at Recruit Exclusive Closer for our coaches and e-learning companies to recruit, train, and manage rockstar setters and closers who will not only make you a lot of money, but be loyal to you for years to come. Does that sound good? I thought so. But first, let me tell you who I am and why I can confidently guide you to achieve this. My name is Om Janikram, and I am the founder slash chief energy officer of Exclusive Closer. And since 2019, we've been making sales easier for educators of the world. However, this is not my first venture. That's right, I started way back in 2001, and I've been instrumental in building and managing over 150 high performance teams that generated over 167 crores in revenue in that time, working for small, medium, big, large size companies as well as my own. I've also performed on stage with power packed shows as well with power teams. So I know how to really get the maximum performance, the winning culture, the speed of what's required to get to the results that we're looking for. Around 2018, we saw a country teeming with billions of people and a competitive market of skilled individuals with disposable income, wanting to upskill themselves so that they could get more money or they could just feel better in life instead of just working on the job. How can they, become more spiritual or more fit? And a new industry was emerging here in India, and that was online coaching. However, a significant challenge surfaced when most coaches realized that they were educators and not salespeople, right? So this led a lot of the coaches out there, putting their hearts and souls into the courses. But when the time came to buy, you were just hearing crickets, right? And the absence of skilled sales closers who really understood the nuances of selling informational products and services was completely missing, because they were on the other side of the world, working with Western coaches because of the high ticket and completely ignoring what was happening here in India. And as a result of working as a graveyard shift, they were losing out on their physical health, social circle. A lot of them were becoming obese, and I was seeing this happen right in front of my eyes. Just kind of, not being healthy because they were thinking Indian coaches could not, give them the kind of income that they require. So at around that same time, my life took an unexpected twist. I got fired from my cushy job as a head of marketing, and by God's grace, I stumbled upon the world of remote closing. I sought mentorship from the king of high ticket sales himself, Mr. Dan Locke, and under his guidance and the mastermind that I was part of, I delved into the art of high ticket closing, mastering the intricacies of remote sales, and basically how to sell informational products. That's how it works. That's completely different from B2B and any other market out there. Informational products is the key to being able to have a high profit margin. I mean, you already know that, right? Well, apart from this, I also became a certified trainer by the coach of coaches, Mr. Blair Singer, and this started my journey to really figure out, why Indian coaches and Indian closers are not, really taking advantage of the situation here. So the solution lay in my hands. I, took it up as a mission to leverage my 20 plus years of experience managing high performance teams, and suddenly wanted to empower coaches and lead closers to realize that there is an untapped potential within the Indian coaching industry. And if you could just find that center point, that's when magic will happen. And after equipping, some of the top coaches like Dev Gadvi, Vishal Manocha, Sandeep Bansali, Gopal Krishnan, Gurleen Kaur, Nivita Muralidhar, and Rohini Mundra, all of these people, including international coaches and international events that were happening, we were able to figure out how to effectively attract and retain closers and in turn scale the revenue of these coaches here. For example, Sandeep Bansali made an additional 33% more revenue, just by inserting a small component that we have. And boom, 2.7 crores was in the kitty, apart from what he was already making. Then you got Vishal Manocha making 3x more sales in just 180 days, which is an additional whopping 1.4 crores for him. These are people who are already platform closers, already doing well, attracting 1,000 leads per week, and just needed that little extra to be able to take it to the next level. Here we got Gurleen Kaur, 45 lakhs extra, Whitecaps, 1.8 crores, Nivita Muralidhar, and 38.6 lakhs, all between a phase of 90 to 180 days, while we steadily grew that to making sure that they're heading towards that 1 crore per month. So with each success story, my team at Exclusive Closer and I have taken on a mission of helping more coaches and closers to unlock their full potential. And together we're helping transform the Indian coaching industry, one empowered coach and closer at a time. So as the journey continues, I'm here to share important lessons that I've learned along the way, so that you can attract superstar closers who not only are going to make you a lot of money, but be loyal to you for years to come. And simultaneously, I want you to be able to help them excel in their roles, help you become a better mentor to lead these closers, provide them with the training support that's required, so that once my job is done, you can take this on all by yourself, or we could still be in the picture, right? See, at the end of the day, the secret sauce of keeping everything together is our commitment to world-class recruitment, training, and management, right? So that we can create a win-win-win environment where everyone succeeds, everyone's making a lot of money, and we're just, making sure that every closer and person who's involved in the team goes through meticulous training, hands-on guidance, honing their skills, with the latest advanced remote closing frameworks, and making sure that their percentages are going up and up and up, so that that's being monitored on a constant basis, and that they're just working like a high-performance team. Wouldn't that be something really good for your team as well? I thought so. Of course, we've deployed over 200 closers who have generated over 50 crores of, sales. We've made sure that this has happened with not just me, but, my team over here who have years and years of experience, managing people. For example, Srini, he comes to Srinivasan, he comes from a very wealth of experience. Aniket is an awesome closer. Manoj is an awesome trainer. And like I said, I want to be able to share with you the inner workings of how Exclusive Closer, can help guarantee you to scale your revenue from 20 to 30 lakhs from to 1 to 2 crores. How awesome would that be? So let's get started, shall we? Basically, there are 3 steps to success in this whole process. And this is a very top level that I'm going to talk to you about, because I've already shown you a specific strategies on how to really increase your revenue. Now I'm going to talk to you about how are we going to basically get that longevity, the systems, the processes, the people, right? So one is, you need a system that makes it easier for you to find and recruit passionate sales professionals. 2, you need a system that makes it easier for you to continually educate and retain your top performers in your sales team. And 3, you need a system that makes it easier to progressively skyrocket your revenue. You do these 3 things and you are golden, right? And I'm going to show you exactly what needs to be done in this presentation that's coming along here. And if you stay till the end, I've got a very special surprise for you. So do listen up, take some notes, and just basically get all this stuff down, because at the end of the day, when we jump on the strategy call, we don't have to explain all of this again to you. We're just talking about how specifically I can help you using the strategies and the systems and the frameworks that I'm about to show you. Does that make sense? Perfect. So make sure you're in a quiet room, and let's get diving into this right now. Step 1, you need a system that makes it easier for you to find and recruit passionate sales professionals. So what do I mean by that? Coming together is just the beginning. Staying together is progress. And working together is success, famously said by Henry Ford. I just love this statement. So when you follow our AIR framework, you will be able to easily recruit great sales talent. What does AIR stand for? Well, AIR stands for attract, inspire, and reward. So let's talk about attraction. So to attract great salespeople, you need to create an attractive job post and an application page that showcases why you are awesome, and start to get as many video applications as you want from a proven system in terms of an application form that we're going to talk to you about just a bit. So example of a job post that's attracted over 600 A-player candidates to us. We're talking about the position, urgency, who we are, what they will get, and what are the requirements that you are looking for that will make sure that they are the right fit for you. And once they've seen this, you want to be able to direct them to an application page where you talk about, the culture, the position, the remuneration, the things that go on behind the scenes, and also step-by-step instructions on how to apply. Once you do this, you're going to get hundreds and hundreds of applications, and you're going to also be able to manage this in a system that we develop that's going to ensure that they go through different levels of steps, and we screen out this people right here. So while screening, you will typically attract two types of closers. You'll get people who have basic experience, good communication skills, and will probably expect anywhere between 10 to 15 commissions. These are people who already know about high ticket closing, and obviously they will want a small monthly stipend so that they can take care of basic expenses. Or you will get a sales closer that has experience, and you have to play a base to them so that you're able to retain them, and you'll have to give them anywhere between 10 to 15% commission. So these are the typical two types of people. If you are looking for people to come in on a pure commission basis and you're expecting them to last with you for a very, very long time, well, you better have some amazing processes and systems, and be an amazing leader, which we unfortunately have not seen from many, many people out here. But if you have, kudos to you. I think you're already on your way. You probably don't even need to continue watching this video. But if you haven't, if you're having those problems, those challenges that we talked to you about earlier, stay through this, right? So AIR is, again, we got attract, and then we got inspire. So what happens once they've submitted their applications, right? You want to be able to inspire them. You want to be able to make them feel that, wow, this is the place that I want to work with. And what we do is we go through typically 4 rounds, where round 1, once they've made an application, we send them the vision, mission, and next steps videos so that they're completely clear that this is what they are going to be getting into. And that's going to be followed by a more info gathering and a basic sales skill test, which will either be automated or will be done by our recruiter. Round 2, you'll send them a congratulations video. You've gone to round 2. You do the aptitude and attitude test with the manager, and then you want to do a commitment and loyalty test with the owner or the coach or whoever is going to take that final call. Because at the end of the day, you want them to be able to know that this is the right person for you. But it doesn't end there. You've got round 3, where this is where the proof of the pudding really is, right? So this is where you tell them, hey, this is your final mission. You've gotten so far. Congratulations. Here is your grit test. So grit test is something that you want to be able to do in order to test, can they really do what they say they can do, right? So you want to give them some sort of test, either a set of numbers that they're going to call out, or you're going to be, put them through a series of objection handling sessions where, you test their objection handling skills, whatever it might be. We have a certain system. Be happy to share that with you once we start working with each other. Round 4 would be, you have passed, my friends. Really, really excited. This makes the process really engaging. And this is where you open the books and show them, hey, this is the kind of sales we've made. These are the kind of, results that we're getting. And this is your irresistible compensation plan where, you're going to make a lot of money with us. So if you have come this far, that means I trust that, we are a good fit, and this is the time that we take it to the next level. So what is the irresistible compensation plan? We're going to show you all of that once you're in with us. Pro tips: owners should not conduct round 1 and round 3. Schedule a mock call with another salesperson from your team so that you can do a vibe check, make sure, when they're on a peer-to-peer level, everything is great. And if they're not selected at any stage, make sure you send them, a polite rejection video. I've seen this work wonders. People respect this. They're like, thank you so much. 99% of people out there don't really do this. We really appreciate you for doing this. We're going to stick along, and, we're going to get better and try again in the future. And that's exactly what you want. You want these loyal fans who are following you and are going to tell other people about you as well. So this is we've talked about inspire, attract. Let's talk about reward. So once they've been selected, this is where you reward them. So what does that mean? You make sure you give them a comprehensive onboarding. You just don't say, okay, here are the colleagues, start calling. That doesn't work. You give them a comprehensive onboarding. You make sure that they are up to speed with advanced high-ticket sales trainings. Here at Exclusive Closer, we have HTC, Jeremy Miners NEPQ, Cole Gordon 7-figure selling systems, and they have to go through all of this and be able to get ready to be able to get on the calls, even though they're already good closers themselves. We want to give them a positive culture to thrive, challenging targets and incentives, positive attitude under pressure. And also, we want to encourage them to bond with the team and inspire healthy competition. So this is what's going to really make sure that you will be in that top 1% category of best coaches to work with. And word of mouth will attract like-minded salespeople, because they're not going to go anywhere once they've experienced this kind of process, right? But of course, it's not over. Now, this is where we have to get to the next step. But before that, I got a few pro tips. Make sure that you have clear instructions, your SOPs. Make sure there's tutorials in the LMS for them to refer back at any time. You want to treat them with respect as you would your business partner, right? They are not vendors. I've seen people, treat closers so badly, they just don't want to be there anymore. At the end of the day, they're here to make money for you. They are a business partner to you. So you want to treat them with respect. And once they achieve that target, increase it just by 15 to 20% every quarter. Don't go ahead and say, oh, let's make it 100% now. You can do much better. And then, eventually what's going to happen, you're going to force them to get demotivated and quit at some point in time. Stay true to your word. If you mention we're going to change around your comp plan after 3 months or 6 months, or if we're going to give you something that we promised, stay true to your word. Otherwise, you're going to lose them at the end of the day. So if you implement our AIR framework, you will get a system that makes it easier for you to find and recruit passionate sales professionals. True? All right. Here's a quick testimony from Gopal Krishnan, one of our clients, and what he has to say about working with us.
Hi, this is Gopal, the CEO of Visual Marketer and creator of the Story Triangle Method. So we get a lot of leads that comes into our program. So we generate anywhere between 100 plus leads every single week. And we didn't have an in-house team who can do the sales job or people around the paying us. So that's when I came across Exclusive Closer, and I found out that they are very reliable, trained set of people who can take care of the sales. Instead of me growing a team in-house, we are able to completely give that function to a team who are actually trained in that for years, and the results have been spectacular.
That's right. The results have been spectacular. Thank you so much, Gopal. So, step number 2, you need a system that makes it easier for you to continually educate and retain your top performing sales reps, right? Micromanage the process, not the people. I absolutely love this quote because nobody loves to be micromanaged with the, you breathing down their neck. But if you have a good process that's going to ensure that if they follow it, then things are going to go all right, then you know what happens, right? At the end of the day, success, success, success. So, facts about high performance sales teams. Salespeople who receive ongoing training and development have a 50% higher net sales per employee as per the Association of Talent Development. And Harvard Business Review says that organizations that have a defined sales process experience a 28 higher revenue growth compared to those without a formalized process. And Aberdeen Group says sales teams that effectively leverage sales technology and tools experience a 14.6 increase in their win rate. How cool is that, right? And again, Harvard Business Review says that on average, the cost of hiring and onboarding a salesperson who ultimately turns out to be a poor fit can be up to 5 times their annual salary. Well, end of the day, sales reps rely on your systems and processes to happily close more deals. So why aren't we giving it to them, right? Well, that's exactly the problem that we're here to solve today. So now that you've got your team together, this is where the real fun begins. Managing a sales team is very different from managing other teams mainly because they are hungry to make money. Their ambition is huge and they want to win. And if they're not in a culture that is conducive to fulfilling those desires, well, they will get bored and leave. So to successfully create or facilitate rather a winning culture, you must implement what we call the MAS framework. That's right. You remember the AIR framework? I'm talking to you today about the MAS framework, which is for the second step, and that is mindset development, autonomy, skill training, and SOPs. Right? When it comes to mindset, if you as a sales leader or if you have a sales leader do not have a great mindset, then you will not be able to inspire change required for your team to succeed. Because at the end of the day, sales and closing is 80% mindset and 20% skill. So you want to work on their growth mindset. We want to work on the customer-centric mindset, team collaboration mindset, resilience mindset, result-oriented mindset, right? There are so many kind of things that have to be done here. We have exercises. And this is where, the focus is not just on the skill. It's like, how are they able to deal with setbacks and rejections? How are we able to foster a culture of collaboration? How are we able to help them focus on what the customer really needs and not just the commission check that's going to come in? And we've seen a huge difference in the way that people have, made their results as a result of this. This is just an example of some of the morning affirmations that we do with our team.
Accomplished.
I feel excited about my future.
I feel
excited
about my future.
I am a champion.
I am a champion.
Guys, I'm not really hearing it. Come on, guys. Let's bring your 100%. I'm not getting that power. Are you really a champion? Tell it to me who you are. Are you a champion?
I am a champion.
That's right. We are a champion. That's Aniket Kumar over there, our chief people officer, riling up one of the teams that we work with.
Accomplished.
Oh, okay, here we go. Of course, we do goal setting, do daily goal tracking, making sure everyone's going on track. We have events, where we talk about certain topics. We have the annual summit. We celebrate work anniversaries, birthdays. We have special training sessions happening. We have closer of the month to really facilitate the people who are doing a great job and to inspire those who want to be here, right? So that's what we're looking for: longevity, celebration, education. It's just not about getting on calls because people are going to get really bored. Cultivating these winning mindsets within your sales team can contribute to a culture of excellence and drive sustained success in sales performance. Wouldn't you agree? Great. So that's the mindset development we talked about. Let's talk about autonomy. So autonomy empowers salespeople to exercise self-direction, initiative, and judgment in pursuing their goals and fulfilling their responsibilities. That's what ChatGPT said. All right. So essentially, right, we want to make sure that if we give them that freedom, right, they have that increased motivation, they take more ownership, they have more creativity, their job satisfaction is enhanced because they're not breathing down their neck, they're able to adapt better, and they are given that liberty to make quick decisions. This is what's led to higher performance, and that's what we've seen. However, we need to make sure that autonomy is still kept in check because if you implement them and just do not give them any checks and measures, then you're going to have a problem. So that's where setting clear expectations and goals, regular communication and feedback, supportive leadership, collaborative decision making rather than just authoritative decision making is what's going to help them feel like they are partners with you. At the end of the day, you want mature people who are going to think on their feet, be able to give them that respect that they deserve. At the same time, they're going to give you back that respect as well. Wouldn't you agree? So by implementing these industry standard practices, sales leaders can effectively balance autonomy with accountability, ensuring that salespeople have the freedom to make decisions while operating within the parameters of your goals and values. So we talked about mindset, we talked about autonomy. Let's get down to skill training, which is probably a very, very important component along with mindset. Continuous skill training is paramount for sales teams to thrive in today's dynamic business landscapes, right? So here's why: adapting to evolving market trends, especially the information market, where you're selling products and services over the phone for online coaches. We want to make sure that we enhance their performance, increase their confidence and conviction, continuously improve on their culture, and make sure we are giving them an environment where they can, feel like they just want to be with us over and over again. These are the scripts and processes that we train them on, ensuring that at any stage of time, closers can jump in and work on either webinar reminders or qualification appointment settings, strategy calls, goal follow-up, feedback, referral, testimonials. This is from A to Z what we covered earlier, how to really tackle each step and how to go forward. Offering opportunities to skill development and growth demonstrates a commitment to professional development and well-being of sales teams. That's right. This investment in employee development can lead to higher levels of job satisfaction, engagement, and retention. And because of that, they feel, overall valued and supported in their roles. And there we have it. So the last and final one is probably the most overlooked and in most cases the most boring, but it is so useful. Those of you who have implemented SOPs in the past would understand what I'm talking about, because you don't have time to keep on retraining, right? So implementing standard operating procedures is crucial for sales teams to maintain consistency, efficiency, and professionalism in their operations up to your standards, what you are expecting. And you don't want that to be diluted by anyone who comes in new. You want to be able to maintain that standard. Additionally, standardized processes make it easier to scale operations as the organization grows, ensuring consistency and quality across expanding sales teams. So SOPs that our team follows are, lead allocation and qualification process, sales prospecting and outreach strategies, script framework, pitch, presentation guidelines, proposals and contract representations, order processing and fulfillment, customer relationship management, especially how to use a CRM, sales performance tracking and reporting protocols, customer service escalation procedures. Now, this is just not only for sales closers, but also for the managers and the leaders and you as well. How do you do this, right? If you don't, we got you covered. So if you follow our MAS framework, you will get a system that makes it easy for you to continually educate and retain your top sales performing reps. Here's a quick testimonial from Sandeep Bansali, who works with us, and what he has to say.
Always supported me, always been behind my back, and always given me that extra push to go the extra mile. They've always gotten the numbers extremely professionally. They've conducted their services, and I'm extremely happy. And with great rejoice, I recommend them. So if you are in the knowledge business, and if you really don't want to go through the pain of closing deals and getting into all those calls and spending your time there, I recommend Om and his team. Exclusive Closers is the place you should go to. And for me, in the last 1.5 years, they've closed more than 33% of my sales, which is huge.
Thank you, Sandeep, for those kind words. So step number 3, you need a system that makes it easy for you to progressively skyrocket your revenue, right? You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. Those of you who read Atomic Habits by James Clear would clearly understand what he means by this. But if you don't, at the end of the day, if you look at, everyone wants to get to that finish line in a 100-meter race. But the one that really gets to the end is the person who has systems, processes, and has really worked that out in their heads, right? So first and foremost, congratulations. If you've lasted for so long, I want to say that I really commend you for sticking through so far. And if you're here, that means you've already understood that this is not going to be easy. But I didn't say easy, I said easier. That's right. The poor do what is easy, which makes life harder. The rich do what is hard, which makes life easier. This is a quote that I absolutely love and live by. Thank you, Mr. Danlock, for sharing this with me. Step number 3, as we said, you need a system to skyrocket your revenue. But let me get something very, very clear first, right? You are the leader, but at the same time, a big problem that I see in the world of managing sales teams is the temptation to combine roles like a sales leader who's moonlighting like a performance coach and is also a recruiter and is also the wife and the customer support. And, everything is, there's no clear clarity in the system. And as you're scaling, you have to be able to create distinct responsibilities of people who have expertise and are critical for maximizing that performance. Right? So you got leadership and the coach. Then you've got a sales leader who plays the role of a mentor and sales consultant. You've got a performance coach who's your sales trainer. You got a recruitment officer who's constantly helping you bring in great talent. You got a sales manager. You got a success officer and a senior advisor who plays the role of a closer. This is what you need. This is what we do to help scale our teams. And of course, based on how many leads you have more success advisors and senior advisors as well. But I don't have to tell you, as a visionary, you create, inspire, motivate those people. You have to empower your team. The sales leader sets the strategic direction, guiding the sales team towards overarching goals. Sales manager focuses on day-to-day operations, ensuring that targets are met, reports are presented, KPIs are filled, processes are optimized. Yeah, he does most of the work that's behind the scenes. No one really appreciates this person too much, but he's amazing. A performance coach delves into the individual development and fine-tuning of the skills of the performer. You don't know what you don't know. And that's what we always tell our closers, that, there's always somewhere where you can improve. There's always someone out there who's better than you. And it's your job to keep on making sure that you're getting better and better and better. A success officer provides personal attention to the prospects and sets up the interviews with the advisors or with the winning customers, which further bolster conviction. A senior advisor listens with intent and asks questions to your prospects to gain clarity of the root problem, helping them, just make the decision to buy at the end of the day. And let's not forget, our very own recruiter that's tasked with the job of selecting top clients to drive future success. Like I said, the worst pitfall is relying on one person to do all the work, and this cannot be you. You need to be able to think about, what is it that you are going to do to make sure that you build out this team, else you're going to be having a really, really big problem as a business owner. You agree? Great. So that brings us to how do we do it, right? We have come up with what we call the SMAC framework, where we smack your team into place. So that is strategize, measure, analyze, collaborate, and kick some ass. So you can't manage what you don't measure, famously said by Peter F. Drucker. And I'm sure you would agree that, in order to measure, you need to strategize effectively so that everyone who has a role, has to accomplish what is required, right? So you as the owner or the coach need to have that vivid mission and vision. You need to be able to have that 3-level value ladder with great support. Revenue goals, KPIs have to be developed. Sales teams have to be scalable. Sales processes have to be optimized. And overall, your customer delight must be of the top notch. So how are all of these things happening? That's what we talk about. Then we got measuring the performance regularly so that you can, against progress, you can measure the KPIs, identify bottlenecks, and implement corrective actions, which is monumental. So one-to-one reviews, group meetings, 360-degree feedback, spot check-ins. There's a lot of things that we can do in order to ensure that, there are no bottlenecks through, effective communication. Analyzing data is crucial for uncovering insights, identifying trends, and making informed decisions at the end of the day that's going to drive strategic growth and optimize their performance. So continuously analyzing sales data of and customer feedback so that you can refine the processes, and also being able to implement strategies that's going to increase your customer lifetime value and drive repeat business. So this is insights that you're going to get from all of the stuff that we're working on. After that, so we've got SMA, let's go to the C, which is collaboration, which fosters synergy, unlocks collective intelligence, and propels teams towards a shared goal, which creates greater creativity and efficiency. So proactive communication, share so that you can share insights when we have cross-functional meetings. And you want to be able to invest in a customer relationship management system that's going to centralize your data so that you can track sales, streamline communication, send out things that are going to be automated, and that's what's going to help you with the collaboration. And finally, you don't want to make it about work all the time. So throw in some fun elements like games, celebrations, talents, or showcases. This really brings a harmony and bond amongst the team. Right. So sales professionals must be willing to get their ass kicked into shape to kick ass at the end of the day, right? So if you want to kick your ass's competition, you got to kick ass, right? And it's not only about polishing the strengths of the closers, or I think it's about facing weaknesses head on. It's about confronting areas of improvement with humility and determination. And it's about helping them strive to peak performance and eliminating poor performance. And finally, give 100% to everything you do and never give up, right? So that's the SMAC framework: strategize, measure, analyze, collaborate, and kick ass. If you follow the SMAC framework, you will get a system that makes it easier for you to systematically skyrocket your revenue. So just to sum it up, you need a system that makes it easier for you to find and recruit passionate sales professionals. Using our AIR framework, you can easily do that. Then you need a system that makes it easier for you to continually educate and retain your top performing sales reps. There we got the MAS framework. And then you need a system that makes it easier for you to progressively skyrocket your revenue. And that's the SMAC framework, which I talked to you about just now. Do these 3 things and you will recruit, train, and manage rockstar setters and closers who will not only make you a lot of money, but be loyal to you for years to come. And that's basically the presentation that I want to show you. I will see you on the strategy call, where we will be reviewing your funnel. We'll look at your numbers. We'll provide a strategic roadmap to increase your sales using our proven strategies. And when you do that, I really would prefer you to be on time, most important, with a pen and a notebook. Join from a laptop in a quiet place, because I will be showing you a presentation. You can't see much on a phone. Come with an open mind to have a conversation. This is not an interrogation. This is not an interview. We're here to learn more about you and to be able to take you to the next level. So that's it. Thank you so much, and I will see you on the call. I hope you found this really, really, informational. If you felt a little overwhelmed, not an issue. You could probably go back and watch it again. But I highly do recommend that you have this knowledge, because without this knowledge, it's just going to waste a lot of time re-explaining everything along the way. I hope you agree with that. Thank you so much again. My name is Om Janikram, CEO of Exclusive Closer, and I will see you on the other side.